Hello everybody, welcome to Treasure of the Lost Legion. We are coming up to episode 16 for this October 1st. I hope everybody's having a great day. It's October! Whee!
Boo.
Oh, I thought you were booing. No.
I was ghost booing.
Oh, ghost booing.
Boo.
Okay. But anyway, so welcome everyone. Again, we are playing a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game, doing Spelljammer, Dungeons & Dragons event, Dragon Space. As you can see, we do not have Olag with us today. Hopefully we can hear from him soon, and he can join us in at probably one of the breaks would be most convenient, but we'll see what's going on with that, if we hear from him or not. You know. But anyway, why don't we dive right into the actual show as it is. So, last our intrepid heroes continue to explore the caverns they found at the edge of a trench undersea. Going down in the trench caverns, found some air in there. They've been exploring it into a crazy lich who was guarding the place and quite insane.
But also friendly.
Friendly-ish. He was really trying to keep people out, and Olag used old man tactics to convince him that totally they could work together or something. It was the weird thing that actually worked because of Olag being in existence.
Yes.
And when we left off, they learned that they could be taken to the docks, which they were aiming to get to anyway. And they did learn some information which might pertain to following the treasure of the Lost Legion. So.
Old gem mines.
Mm-hmm.
Which I want to visit anyway, because if I can get some of those gems, I would like to investigate those more.
They're crystals/gems that they use for holding magical power. Basically powering stuff then. Basically
power crystal.
Yes, it's basically primitive. It's like batteries that they invented. You know.
Hey, it might be able to be a way to power the ship without someone having to pour magic into it all the time too.
True. Mm-hmm. You folks were resting, and recovering as your lich is doing what he does best and such.
Liching.
Yes. Night will pass and morning will come. Is there anything you folks want to do before you head out to the docks?
Hug Uncle Litchy again!
Gosh.
I mean, he
I
probably won't
don't.
paralyze you this time.
No, I'm not going to do it.
This time.
You did
Litchy!
You did startle him before. He totally was just like, you know.
Ah! Oh, crap.
Not again. This is the 5th time this week.
You're so huggable.
Ugh. No, nothing. Whisper would just still be wandering around, checking out checklists probably. Nothing, being a curious cat.
I was probably trying to find some alcohol. I didn't get any.
All right, you probably can find them.
Sweet.
Give me a what kind of check do I want you to roll?
A dancing check.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
You want me to be roguey?
I know. Okay, you're very easy to pocket some alcohol while distracting the lich when he's probably working on something.
What's that, Uncle Litchy? Yoink, yoink.
Uncle Litchy. So you can get a drink anything else you want to do, and we're just gonna head off.
Bro, just head off.
I think we'll head off, yeah.
Okay, so well, I guess I'm like ready to go. Then let's head over there.
The mines.
Well, I think you were going to the docks right now. But
Yes.
Oh, right. The orcs were going to the mines.
Yes, it seems we're going to the mines. Which you're actually not sure where the mines is. You know it's on another planet, but I'm not sure if it's in this system or not. So that might be some information you want to pertain before you would leave here. So, of course, getting your ship to meet with you is probably a good idea anyway.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Regardless. So he's like, I'll have some business to attend to today. Plenty of patrols. If you need me, just set off a trap. So just, you know, set off a trap and I should be able to find you. I'll check it out.
Lovely. Thanks. Thanks.
What if I disable it instead?
That won't mean anything. I won't be able to tell it. And don't play with these, small. Have that cat person go into it.
You
It'll
just
be
see
fun.
raised eyebrow. I'm going to be Zirin's other. Like, she just, like, doesn't even know, like, doesn't even call them.
Fine.
Mate.
Yeah, mate. Mate would be the word.
You'll be fine. Don't worry. A few lacerations won't stop anything.
Just, like, ear, like.
Away with us! As he, like, takes you over to his teleportation circle and activates it with his portable ring, going to where he imagines. And once you are there, he's like, now away with me!
Bye!
So you find yourself in a dark, large lumber. It seems pretty well made, but you can see there's cracks in, like, the ceiling parts where like chunks of rock have fallen down. It seems once kind of domed. There seems to be like a main thoroughfare that leads into here, and then it splits off to 8 kind of passageways. You see coming from the center of this room, kind of in front of you, is a staircase made of stone. A little damage to it, but it leads up into some kind of building above, or area above.
Up is probably the proper direction.
Up, you said?
Yes. Well, if we're expecting an airship to be able to get to us, I'm assuming we have to go further up.
Seems likely, although, unless there's some kind of way for them to teleport into here, like a portal or something that they poof through, but don't see any, so up.
I will look for traps.
Okay.
Persuasion. The floor.
Mm-hmm. You don't see any traps. Looks pretty clear.
Okay, I'll start up the stairs.
Right.
Slowly, to see, making sure they're not going to crumble or something.
Okay.
I'll follow behind him.
Turned into a slippy slide.
Some like you do see like some little rocks and stuff fall down, and it sounds like the movement of the vibrations of your are causing it to, like, you know,
Shift a little.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be like in any danger of collapsing.
Okay.
It'll take you up through the roof of the kind of flat dome, and you'll move into a kind of tunnel going up for a little while, and then into this I would call it like a large, almost amphitheater, with what appears to be just openings out into darkness. This area has like a little bit of phosphorescent moss that's kind of here, that looks like it was once in little potters or something, that's spread out from there into like big patches. You can see that there's a number of places where there's some seating. Behind you, kind of like look up, you can see like the seating goes up for a while, and then there are 2 kind of doors in the back. And then again, it's just kind of like, it's maybe like a quarter to half circle otherwise, like, or of like a circular dome.
Can we try to grab some of the phosphorescent moss and like wrap it around a torch?
Sure.
Don't have to light the torch then.
Yeah. I mean, don't we both have dark vision?
Yeah, but sometimes if you want to see colors and stuff,
Yeah.
you need sunlight.
Dark vision is grayscaled vision.
How do you expect to see shinies in the dark?
But as I said,
They
like
reflect.
what would be the outside of this dome is just a web of like of almost like it would be like stone bars and nothing in between them. But it just leads out into darkness as far as you can see.
Maybe we should check the back doors?
Yeah, that seems plausible. I would also like to. I still have that. What do you call it? That orb.
Which orb?
That weird shiny orb. Orb of shiny.
The egg thingy.
Yeah, the egg. Cantaloupe sized.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Is it doing anything?
No. He gave you some information and said to check it when you are back with your ship. You could. He basically gave you some like a book, and he said, I put some notes in here. It will not help you around here, but it will take some time for you to figure out the research that I'm giving you. But you should be able to handle it. Just when you get to a place where you can relax for a while, perhaps back on this ship you're seeking, take a look at it.
Okay.
But keep it safe with you, though.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Got it.
I guess I'll go to the left door.
Okay.
And
they're not double doors. They're like two separate doors.
Yes, two separate doors.
Oh, for some reason I was picturing like a set of double doors. That's why I was like, does it matter? They're both like the same opening.
No,
Okay.
it's not a Dumbledore.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Dumbledore? Alright.
No.
Damn it.
I'm going to check it for traps.
Okay.
I see a door.
It's a very fine door, but no traps.
I'll listen at the door.
Okay. You don't hear anything, it just seems quiet.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Kicks the door. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll check the handle. Is it locked?
It is not locked.
I'll try to stealthily crack it open and look in.
Okay. It seems to lead to a kind of hallway that moves in and then moves to your right.
Want to go check the other one, see if it goes
To the left?
to the left?
Yeah.
I have a strong feeling they're going to lead to the same place.
Yes.
Do.
Rinse and repeat at the other door then?
Yes, rinse and repeat at the other door.
Okay, so now the question is, do we go through the left door or the right door where we're now currently standing?
Well, since we're already here and we think they match up, why don't we just take this door?
I'm fine with that. I didn't know if maybe you had a preference.
No. I'll keep an eye out for traps, though.
Okay. And
I've-
Olag will be bringing up
Oh,
the rear.
Yes, Olag will be probably like mumbling to himself, doing something slightly Olagi.
Talking about the kind of things that would be taking place in this lovely dome.
Yes.
Beware of owl bears.
Bear owls, thank you very
Or
much.
bear owls. Sorry.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It seems that both passageways lead into another chamber that's like kind of behind the room you were just in, a rectangular chamber. In one half of it, there seems to be a counter, almost it looks like. You know, like a counter that you'd have for buy a shop, except there's nothing on it. It just looks to be like empty space behind it. And on the other side, it seems to be some kind of, it looks a little bit like a mine elevator, except you don't, it's got like 3 big levers on the one side.
Ooh.
Hand on shoulder. All right, 1 second, killer. Are there any other exits to this room besides the door we just came through?
No.
And the mine elevator?
Nope.
Hmm.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
I'm gonna go stand at the edge of it and do the look up, look down. To see if it's below us or above us, if I can tell.
You can see a little bit of like the edge between there. It does seem pretty decently flush with the shaft that it's in, but you can see to the below. It does go down for a little while. You can't see much where it goes down to. You do see sort of a floor, so you're not sure. Like maybe there's a passage off there you just can't see from any decent angle. And to above, it looks like it goes up again. Maybe like both of them are like 20 feet up or below. You seem to be in like a middle level.
It doesn't seem to go side to side, right?
No.
Okay.
It seems to be just like, the simple kind of mineshaft elevator.
Is there? Can I tell if it's below us or above us, the actual elevator, or is it at our level?
It's at your level.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was just the shaft we were seeing.
No.
That's what I was.
And that's
okay,
why you were
gotcha.
like looking around the elevator, like I can peer through there. This like
Gotcha.
tiny crack that's in between the elevator and here.
On the elevator itself, is there any kind of levers or
3 of them.
in the elevator?
It's actually in the elevator. The elevator has no walls. It's just like a top and a bottom in the shaft, and then the 3 like levers to the one side.
Got it. Well, Kellen?
I'm going to try the center one.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen.
I'll put the center one back then.
It seems to like automatically want to come back up itself.
Okay.
Kind of thing,
I'll try...
Left. Go left.
Okay,
To the
I'm
left.
going to go right, but I'll go left.
Okay. The elevator kind of shakes for a second, and then it moves down.
Damn
That's
it.
what I thought it was going to be, actually.
You'll see that there is a kind of doorway, a small hallway and a doorway going the opposite side than when you entered to it. So where it would have been the back wall of the chamber above, that's where this is. So that's what you couldn't see because you kind of would have gone around back to maybe notice it or something, which the elevator didn't really allow.
Do we want to check out this floor, or do we want to go...
No. We're trying to go all the way up, so. Right!
Okay. Right!
It'll go up past the floor you started on, up to the top floor.
Look, we're so good at puzzles, guys.
Exactly.
Hardest puzzle ever.
Hardest puzzle ever. Which lever is correct?
I wonder if center goes to the middle floor.
Wow.
We're brilliant.
You'll see what appears to be a series of some kind of desks with chairs behind them. And this looks like almost a continuation of that dome area above, as it kind of has a similar feel to it. Once again, it's got that kind of openings. But this time it looks to be like spread around the edge of it. There's a number of like levers and switches and buttons kind of like stretching the edge of the side of the dome.
So it looks like a sound and light booth is what you're saying.
Except a very large one that probably could have like half a dozen people because it has like maybe it's like 6 desks before it gets to that outer edge of the dome area where the main kind of board is, I guess, which stretches for quite a while. It looks as if like you do see it looks like there are 6 distinct if you were thinking of the sound and light things, 6 different ones. They all look the same, and they do have to seem to have a little bit of separation in between them.
Okay. Is there, from where we're standing, can we see another exit that would lead out, or does it just go back into the dome?
This looks like I mean, like, again, there's that kind of stone, I guess you could call it barring, except it's like, huge in between it. But other than that, no, you don't see anything.
Can I play with some buttons?
I don't think it's going to be worth our time.
It might open something. We don't know.
But it looks like... And she's, like, looking into the buttons and, like, looking into the, the dome below them. Like, I have a feeling you're just going to be controlling things here, which is... We need to keep going up, I think. Right?
But there's no other way to go up, is there?
Not that we found yet.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe these controls do something.
Fine, go push some buttons.
Okay.
I'll go to
She
the
just, like,
first
waves her
control
hand like,
panel.
Okay. Do you want to go to the farthest to the left, or the farthest to right, or somewhere in the center? Think of it as like 6 different panels going from...
I'll go to the closest one to the left.
Okay, so you're like the edge left?
So, like, number 3, if you're going, like, left to right.
Oh, so if you're going from left to right, number 3? Okay.
Right? Because it'd be, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, so you're going to number 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, the panel seems dark right now. It does seem to have 10 buttons, 4 levers, and 3, we'll call them switches.
Okay, does it have any panels in the front that may come off?
Yeah, you can see part where there's a panel that could come off.
I'm gonna take the panel off.
Okay, that's going to take a bit, but you can do that pretty easily. It does seem to be kind of like attached in there. A Whisper, what are you doing in the meantime?
I'm going to instruct Olag to stand at the elevator entrance so that if the elevator starts moving, like if somebody, starts coming, trying to go back or something, to let us know. And I'm going to walk over to the, edge, I guess, of that, grating stuff and try to just, look out.
Okay. Give me perception.
Perception.
All right. You'll think for a second, and then you notice there's something just floating in the air in front of you. And it's taking you a minute, and you realize it's a fish. On the other side of this grating.
Is it a big fish or a little fish?
Maybe about the one the size of, your thumb.
Oh,
It just seems to be staring inside at you.
Can I reach out and, feel if there's, any kind of...
touch something. You're not sure what it is. It's it doesn't feel like glass, but it's kind of almost like a tingling feel when you touch it a little bit.
Like a force field of some sort.
Maybe?
Kellen, maybe don't start messing with those just yet. We're underwater still.
Okay. I'm just I'm taking a panel off and looking inside the machine. That's all I'm doing at the moment.
It does, once you get it open, it does seem to have 3 crystals in there. One of them looks to have a little bit of power. The other 2 seem to be burnt out.
I have one good one, I think, left.
Well, you're pretty sure from the the formation of it, if you wanted to do a couple of things with this panel, you probably still could.
Okay. Well, I'm going to replace one of the broken crystals with a good one.
Okay.
Wait, is it broken or is it just burnt out?
Burnt
out of power?
Burnt out. Just out of power, not...
Just out of power, yeah.
Not cracked.
Not cracked.
No.
Okay.
Okay. I'll walk over and cast some, pull them out and be help me, okay, we have to be careful though, because I really don't want to go for a swim right now.
Yes.
Alright. So, I'll flag Olag, come here, cast something onto there and have him cast, light into one, just a basic,
Yes.
Start casting some cantrips into things until they, power up.
Yeah,
so mine would be message.
You'll be able to get a little bit of power into them. You're not sure how much into the burnt out ones, but maybe enough.
Okay. I'll give it some vicious mockery.
Mock that crystal.
You jerk! Work!
Exactly. Work, damn you, work! And then hand them back to Kellen for him to do with as he will.
I stick them back in.
Okay.
Does anything on the control panel light up at all?
Currently it doesn't look like anything is lighting up on it.
I have some experience with their machinery. Nothing's written on it at all, I take it, right?
No.
Do we see any documentation anywhere?
No.
Or a cabinet that could contain documentation?
I mean, there's all these desks, but that's about the best I can say.
I'll start rummaging through the desks looking for documentation.
Okay.
I'll start rummaging too.
Alright. I mean, you'll probably find some, deteriorated papers, some various things like that. You could probably find a crystal that seems a little better shaped than the ones you had before, but still pretty, drained. Maybe that someone had forgotten to got rid of or something.
Where are all their damn tech writers? Jeez. Alright,
You'll find a piece of paper that probably has some information on it that, I mean, I'll give to you that you can probably discern that from just the context of the documentation and the, illustrations on it, that you are, in fact, in the docking area.
okay.
And that it appears that it does seem to be some kind of control room for the docking area.
Maybe the whole building can lift up above the water.
Maybe. I don't... You're better at this stuff than I am, so is that possible?
From what we've seen, I wouldn't put it as impossible. And this was supposed to be a docking area for starships, for airships. So I'm assuming that, you know, they wouldn't expect them to come underwater to dock.
That would be a pain to have one that, you know, multi-service.
I'm going to try a lever.
Wait.
Okay.
Before he does that, can I, like, put a hand on it and, like, wait? And, like, start looking at all the other panels to see what's on them as well.
They're all the same. 10 buttons, 4 levers, 3 switches.
Of course.
It looks like the buttons are all in, like, a 5x5 rows. Above them are the 4 levers, and the 3 switches are to the side. 1 up and top, and 2 below them.
Okay, actually, then I'm going to flip the top switch.
Okay. As you flip the top switch, you will see in front of you light shine from the actual, like, stone part, like the stone crosswork of the dome, shining out into the water.
Do we see anything else out in the water?
It will kind of light up a pretty large area that you can see. Maybe you're not sure how far ahead, but pretty far ahead. And you can see kind of like echoes of maybe like the back wall of this entire thing. And it looks to be some kind of giant shaft you're in that heads up.
So it looks like we might be able to go up.
Okay.
Or drain everything out somehow.
I'll flip the second switch.
Okay. You'll see some more like lighting come down below you that appears to be around where that dome area with all like the amphitheater was.
Okay. So these switches control lights.
You said there's 4 switches?
3 switches.
3 switches. The third
3
switch
switches.
probably is the bottom floor.
Probably.
I'm gonna go for the first lever then.
Okay. You'll hear a noise somewhere like loud and nearby, but you're not sure what's going on. You don't see anything.
What does it sound like?
It
Like
sounds
grinding?
like grinding, moving machinery.
I'm gonna go for the next lever.
Okay. This one seems to be stuck.
I'll try the third.
Okay. That one will go down. You'll hear some more grinding. You don't see anything.
I'll try the fourth.
That one also seems to be stuck.
Just take your hand and go brrr across all the buttons. Just do it. You know you want to.
I'll do the first row.
Just go like whoop, across the buttons.
See what
All right,
happens. And this is
so-
where Matt's like, shit.
And this is where we explode underwater.
Okay. There will be a lot of like movement and noise going on somewhere farther away from you, and you do not see any of it.
Okay, I'm gonna do 1 by 1 on the next row.
Wait, before you do the next row, try those other stuck ones.
Okay, do they either lever move?
No. And in fact, you notice now that one of the levers popped up.
Ah.
All right.
Maybe
Do the
the
second
wait. Which lever popped up?
The second one.
Okay, so the one that was stuck moved now.
No. I mean, well, the second one that you pulled down popped up.
Okay, so the
So
third
number
one
3.
popped up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make
And
note
that
of
one,
it.
yes,
because I
and that
couldn't
one
tell.
seems stuck now.
Okay, I'll do 1 by 1 on the next row.
Of the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
More stuff will occur, and the first one will pop up and seem to be kind of stuck then, too.
So now all the levers are stuck.
No, the second one seems to be movable right now.
I'll try pulling the second one now.
You hear some more noise off in the distance, and you're not sure what happens.
And next row of buttons.
There was only 2 rows of buttons.
Oh, I thought there was... Oh,
There's
yeah,
5
you're right.
to a row. There's only 10 of them.
Yeah, 2 rows with 5 each.
Okay.
Okay. roll me a wisdom, let's say. No, I'll
Okay.
give you intelligence. I'll give you intelligence, actually.
Can I help somehow? Because I'm like watching him.
Sure, if you want to roll a wisdom or intelligence, I will grab either of those.
I'm gonna do an intelligence because I'm slightly better.
Mm-hmm. All right. I mean, you're gonna go like maybe things are going on in the area you can't see because you didn't turn the lights on for there, so you don't know what's going on.
Okay, I'll turn the lights on.
Damn it, Kellen.
I'll turn
Okay,
the third switch.
you will see lights go on in around a long tunnel leading to some kind of dome-shaped structure off, like basically you can see little echoes of lights heading off into, you're guessing, each of those 6 tunnels probably led to a different place where things could land. It looks like also part of the tunnel has disappeared. It also looks like the dome is wide open and just filled with water right now.
Well, shit. That's probably not good.
All right. Push them all again. Just do it again. Whatever.
I'm gonna one by one on the second row turn them off from the end to the beginning.
All right. You will see. You can see sort of. Now notice there appear to have been lights inside the tunnel that will go off. The tunnel will also then seemingly, like something will rise up from below, like the ground. That seems to be the rest of the tunnel. So it no longer seems to be sealed off there. One of the buttons seems to not want to switch or want to press down.
Okay. I'm gonna try to turn the lights back on. Use the buttons that turn the lights off to see if I can turn them back on.
Well, you can't see now since you really can't see into the tunnel, but you're assuming you have the lights on inside the tunnel at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And the tunnel, well, we can get to the end of the tunnel, but it's filled with water. Is that fourth lever still stuck?
The fourth lever is indeed still stuck. It seems like, if you want to try testing all of them, it seems like the second one is no longer stuck.
I'm going to pull the second lever now.
Okay. The second lever will close up that dome.
Ah. So now it's not flooded with, well, it's still flooded with water, I guess, but it's closed.
Yes.
But maybe I'll drain. Try pulling the fourth one again.
Do any of the other levers seem movable now?
Fourth one still seems inoperable. The first one appears to be able to move.
I'll try pulling the first one then.
Okay. You don't see what happens.
Any sounds?
Yeah, there's some sounds seemingly coming from that dome area.
What does it sound like?
Mechanical noises. You're not quite sure. You know, you are also like 1,000 feet away, and it's echoing through like water. So it means you can hear something because it's probably really loud. It's just you're not sure what it is.
Should we go down and check?
It's gonna be wet.
I can go down and check.
I can't send you alone. You're fish food. You're tiny. And we can't send Oleg alone because he'll sink.
Well, what do you propose then?
Keep pushing buttons. Push some more buttons.
But
You said we had
can't
to
see
go up,
what's
so let's see if we
happening.
can go up more.
Okay, I'm going to try different ones until I can see if that fourth lever becomes unstuck. I think something has to happen with that fourth lever.
Okay. Will you try switching more buttons or
Yeah,
lever?
I'll try the first row of buttons and combinations on there and try to see if anything unsticks that lever.
Okay. You'll be able to eventually like solve it, we'll say. You know, it's probably going to take you
Takes a
quite a
while.
while. Yeah. You're going to be probably at it for like a couple of hours of playing around with it till you find, because there is a lot of combinations of things and you only know what two of the switch, like the buttons do, and like and a couple of the switches. So that helps. But you eventually figure out that, yes, there are buttons that control doors at either end of the tunnel, doors, the ones that shut off the middle of the tunnel, ones that are light on the tunnel, one that will empty the tunnel, one that will have kind of a signal, which you'll discover will be at the front of the tunnel to let people know it's good to go in there, one that's a signal that it's bad to go in there, 3 that you're pretty sure one of them does something, but you're not 100% sure, but you're pretty sure you need that switched. And then you figured out that you not only need the one end closed, you need the dome open, you need the dome not drained, and what you eventually do is you can see above where the dome is a kind of almost shaft of air form and go all the way up.
Aha! The whole time,
Okay.
That's what number
Whisper
4
just, like...
does. That's what number 4 does.
I knew 4 was important for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah. And I totally picture the whole time just Whisper's like leaning on the console, like watching him, like, try that one. No, try that one now.
I'm making notes as I go along too, in case we need to use any of the other.
You're pretty sure
Once.
you could, like, open up the docks now. But now you also don't... You're like, well, now I guess we have to signal the ship.
Yeah, how are we signaling them?
Hello. I don't know.
There was supposed to be a way to signal them in here. You don't know where it is.
Well, it's not this panel.
Nope. And all the panels seem to mimic this one. In here.
You said that there was one more counter at the front, though, that was like one long one, right?
That was downstairs.
Oh, downstairs.
Mhm.
Well, maybe it's down there at that one.
Yeah, maybe that's a radio control.
That counter, if you really want to look at it, it looks just like something to block people that probably would be security from, watching that area.
Oh, TSA.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Well,
We haven't explored the 3rd floor.
no, it could possibly be full of water at the moment, for all we know.
True, but that would be the only other place we haven't explored that might have radio control.
Yeah, do you want to head down that way, I guess?
Yeah, I guess that's the only option we have left.
Let's go swimming! And just, like, grumpy face, like, not thrilled.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get back in and go to the bottom.
All right. There was a door behind you. Well,
I'll...
technically,
That was
it's
the elevator shaft.
Yeah, it's the elevator shaft. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're taking the shaft all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the lever, crunk.
The far left one.
Yes, the far left one.
Is it wet?
Not really. No.
Does it look like it was recently wet?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because you're still, like, technically a floor up from where you had been flooding things.
Okay.
Which it does have did seem to have security systems that prevented water from going into that central area when you first entered.
Gotcha.
That's why some of the times the buttons wouldn't press or the levers wouldn't switch, because it's like, we're not flooding things.
Nice try, buddy.
There's water
Alright.
here.
Well, I want to flood everything.
All right. So why don't we head on in then?
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, it will be a sort of, maybe like 100-foot long hallway. You will see there will be a room off to the side and a room at the end. The room off the side, it looks like there's been some damage to the room, as like the door seems a little askew and kind of like a little off its hinges, but kind of stuck in there.
Can you be peek through the crack?
It looks as if there was some kind of collapse in there. There might be some room, but again, you're not 100% sure.
Let's leave that alone for right now.
Okay. And that you said that was the room to the left?
Yep.
So let's check the room to the back.
Okay. It seems to be, you've got, like, the door will open up, and it seems to be this kind of, circular room, where, like, there was, like, another short hallway, and then a funny-shaped door, which you can kind of, like, open up that, like, so you open up the one door, you can quickly then push open the funny-shaped door, and it seems to be sort of almost curved, along with this circular, like, room.
Okay.
There's
Anything?
There's a panel here in front of you. And and it seems to have like 3 levers and some kind of dial.
I'm gonna pull the first lever.
wait.
Lever.
From where we're at, can we see out
No.
into the...
It just looks to be like stone around you, as far as you can tell.
Shit. Alright, let me see then real quick. 1 second. 1 second. From the floor we're on to the next floor up, the middle floor, we would be able to see into the dome, right?
You could go outside to that amphitheater area and look out of the dome. Like where you are right now, you're just inside almost like maybe a stone wall. Because it looked like it was a dome, but maybe it's like a half dome, as far as you know, from where the amphitheater and the control room were.
So, okay, question. If I were to start a message spell and then walk, go up to the next floor to look out, could I then message back and forth with Kellen to stay in contact, go like, no, that didn't do anything. Yes, that didn't do any, or yes,
sure,
that did something.
if you wanted to head all the way back out by the elevator, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna tell Olag to stay with Kellen, and I'm gonna go up the elevator just to the next floor so I can see out to see if anything he does.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does anything.
Yep.
And then just message Kellen like, okay, we'll stay in contact this way since I know where you are and can message back and forth.
Okay.
So, and then once I get up, 1 floor, I'll go, okay, push something.
Okay, I pulled the first lever.
Left or right one?
Left.
Okay. You click it, and there's a clicking noise behind you.
I look behind.
It just seemed to have come from the door, kind of clicking noise.
Okay. I'm going to turn the dial.
Nothing seems to happen.
I'll try the second lever in.
Okay. The room kind of shakes for a second, and then you feel as if, like, the room is, like, shaking for a little while, for maybe about, like, half a minute, and then it stops.
Okay, I'm going to close the door.
The door has been closed.
Oh, it is closed.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to open the door.
It seems locked.
I'm going to pull take the first lever and put it back up.
It seems stuck in position.
Okay, well, then I'll try the third lever. Oh, actually, I'm going to try the dial first, again.
Nothing seems to be going on, yeah.
Okay, third lever.
Okay, so when you press the third lever, it looks as if the outside of the little, like, dome thing you are in goes invisible. To reveal that now you are, like, up almost like you did, like, a radio tower almost up. You're now floating up. You're not sure if, like, there's something below you, or you just floated up for, like, you're not sure how long. But you just went up. Yeah. You can also see, like, the shaft below you, and you don't see any sign of what this is attached to, and you're now, like, in the middle of the ocean.
Nice.
Just in this little thing. And you
now,
can
I see
you
this?
can see no, they were like literally like behind where you're looking out from where they did this.
Nice.
So as far as you know, they're like somewhere.
I'm like,
you will also see, like, coming out of the floor, a little crystal ball.
Ooh, I look into it.
You kind of, when you're like peering into it, like you figure like you can use it to like see things. It's just nothing's really appearing there. Maybe like smoke or shadow or something.
Okay, I'm gonna keep looking at it, but slowly move the dial.
It seems to be like maybe trying to tune into something.
Okay, I'll keep moving the dial until I hopefully see the ship.
You're not really able to find the ship. It's like there seems to be like something missing in you being able to connect with it right now.
I'm gonna take 10 minutes and detect magic.
All right. It looks as if like your ship doesn't have a way of probably connecting to here. You might have to use this as a focus for something. Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
and I'm just
Please
up there
roll
going,
better.
like, how's it going over there?
Okay. Here's a little thing that might help you. Perhaps some other kind of magic used with it might work that you perhaps don't have but perhaps the person you left behind does.
I need you.
Is everything okay?
I need your magical abilities.
Can't Olaf do it?
I don't think he has message or sending.
Nice. Of course, it's the 2 spells that I use all the time.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can lower us back down.
You can indeed. You have to reverse the levers.
That's what I figured.
Yes.
Okay. Come meet us where we were.
Okay. I'll start making my way over there and like
Okay.
wait for the door to open, I guess. 'Cause...
It'll be a little while, but you can probably get there before the door will open up as he's like trying to click everything back into place.
Okay. When the door opens, just like walk in and be like, "What? Olag has magic. What do you need?"
I think we need some kind of spell to communicate with people.
Okay. So what do I gotta do? And I'm like looking there, like just looking at him, like,
Stand here.
and I'll stand to wherever he's pointing.
Mm-hmm.
First lever.
Mhm.
Wait till you hear the click.
Mhm.
Second lever. Wait till we're up. Third lever. Do something with that ball.
As now you're like floating in space, and you can see like some kind of maybe island-sized sea creature just sort of like swim by you as as he says this, he's like pointing at you.
Oh, that's just Bob. You can ignore him.
It's completely ignoring what you're in right now, but it just seems to be kind of swimming by.
That's why I made the joke. That's just Bob. You can ignore him right now.
All right. So you said that there's like an orb thing.
Yes. It seems to be some kind of crystal ball. Perhaps you could use it as a focus for a sending or message spell. So, you could use it kind of like a crystal ball, where you can see things far away. But now you could message things far away, probably.
Okay, so I do have message and I also have sending. I'm going to start with message just to see if I can get in touch with either Rechan or the captain, whose name I can't remember.
You can indeed contact Rechan.
Okay.
What is it? Where am I? Who am I? What?
Easy killer. Can you pick up where this is coming from, this message?
Can you give me a moment?
Yes.
I'm
Is he in the water
pooping right
closet?
now.
Lovely. I would like to change the channel and try to reach out to the captain.
Wait, this is the only poop I get all day, and I just finished it. Thank you.
You see Whistler's like,
When you're over 100 years old, it's hard to go to the bathroom.
so you don't have regular old man poops?
No.
Need to get that boy some fiber.
But
Magical laxatives.
Magical laxatives.
Ugh.
He's like,
So,
he's
can
like
you tell where this is
120.
coming from?
Yes. You'll be able to detect, you'll be able to get, message them, and they will indeed be able to find their way to the tunnel you've created through the ocean.
Woohoo!
But why don't
So
we
we're-
take our break here for now?
Perfect.
Because, it sounds like we can get an Olog in. So.
Oh no! Bear owls.
Alright, so we'll be back in like a couple of minutes, go to the bathroom, get a drink, anything like that, a little smack, and we'll be back to continue some Treasure of the Lost Legion in just a little bit. Bye, folks.
Bye.